Fantastic evening, everyone. My name is Prasad. I am from Technical Department of Photonics Automation India Private Limited. So today we will see our important product display units DS and DA series. So what basically display unit is? It is a device which will allow us to display any device data, maybe output of some our own counters, our own panel meters, which we can communicate it to the display units, and that can display the complete data. Or we can connect RTD sensor, PT100 sensor to it, and it will display the temperature. We can connect like temperature plus humidity based on the model. We can connect temperature plus humidity, as well as we can have communication. So that all facilities are there in these DS and DA display units. So basically DS is a 7-segment LED display and DA is 16-segment LED display. So basically the advantage of 16 segment is that we can have the readings more accurately. Means we can see the readings more precisely, the clarity of display will be more. So that is the advantage of 16 segment DA series. We can have one basic unit and expansion units that we will see today, how to connect those and how to set the see the basic parameters like temperature we can monitor on the display units by simply connecting PT100 RTD sensor and RS-485 communication. So that is the main function of display unit DS and DA series. We can have serial, parallel communication. We can have RS-485 communication, different input types we can have. As far as wiring is concerned, we can have simply 2 wires for 24-volt DC supply, and based on the sensor connection we can connect. It's very simple wiring, there is no complexity in this. We can have multi-stage connection by connector, that is expansion modules. So basically there are 7 types of basic input units available in this DS and DA series. We can have serial input, we can have dynamic parallel input, we can have RS-485 Modbus input, we can have sensor module input, or with communication also, with temperature and humidity also, or only PT100 also. So that is possible with DS and DA series. We can expand, we can have expandable multi-stage up to 24 digits, means we can display 24 digits by using expandable units. So we can expand it up to 24 digits. Not only like, for example, if I want to display temperature, ambient temperature, I can connect one basic unit and 3 expansion units. For example, if there is a temperature of 27.5, then I can display that using this, simply 3 units. So I can expand it up to 24 units based on the input which I want to display. It is available in size. Basically, it is available minimum of 16 mm width, and maximum we can go up to 60 mm, that is 60 mm width, and height will vary based on different models. So we can have basically 5 models: 16 mm, 22, 40 and 60. These models we can have in DS and DA series. We can have different colors as well, like basically there are 2 possible colors, red and green colors available in these displays. We can have 64 characters and signs using, we can display 64 characters and signs using this 7-segment and 16-segment display. That is 64 characters and sign means 0 to 9 digits we can display, A to Z alphabets we can display. We can display 27 types of signs, as well as we can have decimal point. So that is the advantage of display units. Now if you see the how we can select the particular model, we can have first selection based on which kind of display we want, whether we want 7-segment display or we want 16-segment. Based on our application, we can select that. Next point comes is our size, like which size we want, whether we want 16 mm width is okay, that is very small size, or 60 mm, that is 60 mm, that is the largest size width that is available. And there are, like I said, there are two colors available, red and green. We can select any units, and 7 types of different functions available, like RS-485 communication is required, or only PT100 is required, or I can have temperature plus humidity also, or serial or parallel input. So based on that, we can have different model selections. Now let me show you a small demonstration which I have made for you to understand it better. So this is the small arrangement I have made for you. Basically, I have connected this SMPS, which is providing 24-volt supply to this module. This is the base module, and these are the expansion module, which is having the base module. I have also connected RTD sensor, PT100 sensor here. You can see, and these expansion modules, it's showing 31.10. So basically, it's showing the ambient temperature which is presently here. If my temperature goes above 100, then this unit will get activated automatically. That I can show you, since I've got one soldering iron with me. This is the soldering iron. So I can increase the temperature, and I can check it up whether it's increasing with that. So it started to increase. So as my temperature will increase, my display which I've connected to RTD sensor is also increasing. So basically, we can have 24-volt DC supply to this unit. Now I have simply connected it. This is increasing with very fast speed. It's around 74.75 point, like that. It's increasing. Now it's 85.6 point. So this is just an example, like for showing you the PT100, that like I have connected PT100. We can connect output of any communication device also based on the model selected. Now you can see the temperature is above 100, so it's this digit has started. So it's basically indicating that we can monitor temperature above 100 also, and based on the change in temperature, the display will automatically change. So this is just an example. In industrial applications, wherever we want to monitor the temperature using these display units, we can monitor it. If we want to save these temperature, that is also possible with RS-485 Modbus communication, which is available with a particular model. So like I hope you have understood the basic functionality of this display unit, like how we can connect it and how we can display the temperature of PT100. So I have simply connected using the expansion units. There is no complexity. Simply I just have to connect the expansion units, number of expansion units which I want. So I can go up to 24 expansion units based on my application. So we can use these in industrial applications, in pharmaceutical industry, in chemical industry, where we want to display the any parameter. For example, if my counter is there or pulse meter is there, or panel meter. For example, I am measuring some revolution per minute of motor. So in that case, we can have the pulse meter with communication device. The output of that pulse meter we can connect to these display units, like we have connected PT100 sensor, and we can monitor that. And apart from that, we can communicate you to RS-485 communication. We can record this data and we can save it for our future reference. So like that, we can have different applications, industrial applications. So in case if you have any query in this DA series now, you can ask me so that I'll respond to your queries. So I hope you have understood the basic functionality of our display units, like where we can use these and how does it work. So basically we have basic units and expansion units. So based on our applications, we can go for higher expansion units up to 24 units, and we can also communicate these units to the higher end devices using RS-485 communication. So that is the main purpose of today's session. So thank you so much for joining our today's Facebook Live session. For any technical queries, you can call us on our technical toll-free number, that is 1800-220-235. I'll repeat the number, 1800-220-235. And for any inquiries, please mail us on india@autonix.com. I'll repeat the mail ID, india@autonix.com. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Take care.